All right, Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is Brother Kasha Kwala.
This
with
is
the brother
Zakaria.
Zakaria from the GMS Atlanta Church. We want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Quadash. Give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. And peace, love, and salutation to the sincere Akim out there pushing this word without truth and sincerity. And to the sincere Aqua. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. We wanted to get into a lesson before we head out to camp about being an example, you know, because you got to be, you know, especially in these times now, a lot of fruit is going to come. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to send a lot of fruit our way. It's like, where else are the peaceful multitudes going to come from? You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready to take on 100,000, 5,000 people. And that day's coming real soon because we're going to start doing miracles real soon. All right? You can see the way time is speeding up and how the earth is, and the people of the earth, how things are shaping out. You know? So we got to be ready for these types of things and be a good example. So we're going to jump right into it.
All right, this is 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word and conversation and charity and spirit and faith and purity.
That's right. So we have to be an example to those people in that day, okay? Especially the ones that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring in and present to us, okay? We got to lead by example. Because in that day, there ain't going to be no internet to look things up. We are going to be their unicorn. We are going to have to have the answers for them. We are going to have to tell them about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and the Spirit. That we are going to be the ones that people go to. You know what I'm saying? You reread that.
God. 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word and conversation and charity and spirit and faith and purity.
Get Peter, I think 2 Peter 3.
2 Peter 3.
Yeah. Because it said in there, let me see if I can just find it. It said in their conversation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because conversation goes back to the word conduct. So how you should be an example. Your conduct should, how you act, how you portray yourself should be an example to people as well, how you carry yourself. So 2 Peter 3, verse, verse 11.
God. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
It said all these things shall be dissolved, meaning the things in this earth, literally, okay, shall be dissolved by nuclear fire. So knowing that this is going to come, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation, all separate, you know, conversation, separate conduct. You shouldn't be conducting yourself like how these heathens and these 2/3 are conducting yourselves out in this world, because they don't know, they have no clue about what's to happen to their world. Okay, but we understand what's going to go on. Okay, so we are going to conduct ourselves in a correct manner and be an example to people. Okay, just showing strictly off of our conduct. You got something?
What's the verse on wisdom and knowledge shall be?
Yep, Isaiah, I think 33:6, if you want to get it.
Yeah.
Wisdom and knowledge should be a stability of time and the strength of salvation, you know?
Isaiah, which one again?
33.
33.
And 6.
This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
That's right, man. And that scripture is brought out from every camp across the entire earth, man, because that's a heavy scripture. You know,
because like you said, in those times, we're gonna have to fight our own battle through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And we're gonna have great multitudes of people following us.
That's right.
So we have to be on point and in spirit.
That's why we got this period of grace, or this liberty. And what we're going to do with this liberty is increasing this knowledge. Okay? Increasing this knowledge, the riches of his goodness, like it says in Romans chapter 2, you know, which is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yet we know about it. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to let it cultivate. And in that day, we're going to be an example to them who come to us.
Can I move on? Finish this?
Yeah, you can finish that and then get Philippians 3:17.
This is 1 Timothy 4:13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the prosperity. So like that's prosperity.
Yes.
Prosperity. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that they profiting may appear to all.
That's right. You know, neglect not the gift, man. So what you got, like it says in I want to say Revelation, what you have, hold fast till I come. All right. So neglect not your gift. Hold on to this truth. Okay, and don't let it go to the wayside. Don't forsake it. Okay. Get Philippians 3:17, and then hold Timothy though, because we're gonna go back because there's certain points that we gotta make in that.
Is that Philippians what?
3:17.
All right, this is Philippians 3:17. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach.
You see, it says, but in verse 17 was a point. It says, brethren, be followers together of me. Hey, this is a letter to Philippi, okay? You know, and it says, Salat, and it says, and mark them which walk as ye have us for an example, okay? We have the apostles and elders of Great Millstone as an example. They're setting the example of how we need to be, okay? So we're going to follow that, and we're going to be examples to others, okay, that are in this faith. You know, younger brothers who may come in, you got to be a good example. You can't just be doing whatever the hell you want, and then they think you can do whatever they think they can do whatever the hell they want in this truth. That's not so. You got to be a good example. You know what I'm saying? So you can go back to that Timothy, and we can go to the point where it says meditate.
This is 1 Timothy 4:15. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly unto them, that they profiting may appear to all.
Go ahead and get your precept to that. Because you got to meditate on the things that are given to us. If you're meditating continually on Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his truth, you're going to be a great example. You're always going to be in the spirit. You know, all your conversation, everything you say is going to be dealing with the scriptures, or giving good counsel, giving good admonishment, exhortation. The scriptures say we exhort each other daily when we see that day approaching. And that day is approaching right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
This is Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
That's right.
But thou shalt meditate therein day in and night.
Day in and night. You got more on that? Go continue.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
That's right. Go to Psalm chapter 2.
Psalm chapter 2.
Yep. Psalm chapter 2, and let's see. It should be Psalm chapter 1.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Psalms chapter 1 and 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night.
It's that simple. You're always going to be meditating on this thing. Okay? Now I'm going to get one more scripture on meditation. All right? This is Sirach, chapter 6, verse 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. Ain't wisdom is was it? Isaiah 33 and 6. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. So if you continually meditating on this thing and have it on your countenance, well, not your countenance, in your la'ab, or your heart, which means mind, then you always going to be in the spirit. You're going to be setting a good example, man. You know, and at your last, he'll give you that wisdom to get through certain things.
And just to add on to it, when I first got into the camp, I was looking up to older brothers, and they was giving me that good example.
That's right. And
that good example was making sure we laboring day in and day out. You know, as me and Coach Cole was talking earlier, you know, the brotherhood.
That's right.
And I just wanted to, you know, speak on that.
This is Sirach chapter 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in the prophecy. Okay? He'll seek out the wisdom. And where's wisdom come from? The Lord. These scriptures.
Yeah, that was spiritual, because I was already
bring
that out.
That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Sirach 1 and 1 tells you, I'm going to get it. It says, Sirach 1 and 1, all wisdom cometh from the Lord, and is with him forever. So if you meditating on the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you're going to get the wisdom from the Lord. If you pray for wisdom, like it says in James 1 and 5, he'll give it to you liberally, and upbraideth not. Meaning like talking behind your back or whatnot. You just got to go to him, though. You got to meditate on his ordinances. Be occupied in prophecy. And then in turn, he'll give you the wisdom. And in turn, you'll be a good example to the ones around you. And the ones that are going to come sent by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because, man, us Akim, man, we got a lot of people going to come under our wing, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's about all I got, Art. You got anything? So, you know, this is just a quick lesson going into being a good example amongst the body right now. And when those people come in that day, man, because like I said, where else is the peaceful multitude going to come from? Who are they going to run to? You know, they're going to run to the men of the Lord, and we're going to usher them in.
And that goes back to that light that we was talking about last night.
That's right.
That light that kindled inside of you.
That's
that
right.
oil.
Even when you read John, the first chapter, it speaks about John the Baptist being Elijah. He has to come. He was going to pretty much introduce the light, which is Yahweh Shai. And those who have that light in them are going to accept Yahweh Shai. You know? That's simple. So we have to let our light shine amongst the people. You know, especially in that day, you know. So Revelation 7 comes to pass, man. You know, everything's prophecy. Everything's written. So that we just want to come with a, an exhortation, because we're exhorting, giving inspiration and to the Akim out. You know what I'm saying? So we want to give all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect. 144 first fruit. Keep fighting, keep pushing. All hell's about to break loose. The chip is already here. Just keep in this thing, man. And be good examples. All right, shalom.
Shalom.